Okay, we are doing this video for class 10th. These are the problems based on the circles. Once again, as I said, there is no better way to remember than to repeat and repeat every time. Uh, the four theorems which we learned were the angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is double the angle which it subtends at the remaining part of the circumference, the first theorem. Because we are going to use that theorem again in this problem, which is visible to you on the screen. The second was that angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. That also I'm going to use in this theorem, in this problem. And the third was angle in a semicircle is a right angle, which is not applicable here. And the fourth was the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary, which is also not applicable here. Here what he has given you, Mn is any line, any chord of this circle. O is the center. M is joined to O, O is joined to N, and there are two triangles MAN and MBN are formed. He has given you angle NYB to be 50, which is written in red, and BNY as 20, which is written in blue in the figure, but otherwise they are mentioned in black on the screen. So what I'll do is I'll calculate the third angle of the triangle. I'll calculate the third angle of the triangle, like angle NBY will be 180 minus 50 plus 20. So it will come out to be 180 minus 70 degree. That will come out to be 110 degree. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So angle B has come out to be 110 degree. That is angle MBN. This is also angle MBN. MBN is 110. Why? Because MYB is a straight line. MYB is a straight line. Is a straight line, and so the angle B, whether I read it MBN, MBN, or I read it as YBN, is one and the same thing. Then I would say that angle MAN would be equal to angle MBN will be equal to 110 degree. Same segment, angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Please understand what does it mean same segment, because the two triangles are formed with MN as the base. MN is the base, chord, one of the chords of the circle, which is MN, is the base, and we are forming two triangles in the same segment. MAN and MBN both will be 110. So how will I calculate the value of angle MON, reflex angle MON? Reflex angle MON will be 2 into 110 degree, that is 220 degree, double angle property. Double angle property. What is the double angle property? The angle subtended by an arc. What is the arc? Let me, for your understanding, let me take another color, blue, and name it as something, suppose K. Let's name it K. So what happens is that this MKN is an arc. MKN is an arc. It is subtending an angle MAN and MBN at the circumference of the circle. And this arc, which is major arc, will obviously, I told you, major arc will always make a reflex angle at the center, which is reflex MON, which will be double of MAN or MBN. which is 110. So 110 into 2 is 220. Now let us see the next question. In the next question, O is the center of the circle. OACB is a quadrilateral, but it is not a cyclic quadrilateral. That you must understand clearly. OACB is not a cyclic quadrilateral because O is not on the circumference of the circle. O is the center of the circle. That is why it is not a cyclic quadrilateral, but uh, nonetheless, it is a quadrilateral. O is the center. Angle AOB is given 140. OAC is given as 50. He wants to find ACB. ACB. He wants to find ACB, which is very simple. Reflex angle AOB will be 360 minus 140, that will be 220 degree. Sum of angles around a point is 360 degree. This angle is 140 degree. So this angle will be 100 and how much? 220. This is 220 degree. Okay. Now when it has become 220 degree, I can find angle ACB. Angle ACB will be half of reflex angle AOB, that is 110, because the angles, an arc subtends an angle at the center, the same arc subtends an angle at the circumference. The relation is the angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference. Now I have got ACB, the first angle. Now he wants OBC. OBC. OBC is simple. The sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. 360 degree minus 140 plus 50 plus 110. We know the remaining three angles. One is 140, another is 50. 140 plus 50, 190. 190 plus 110. 190 plus 10 will be 200. 200 plus 100 will be 300. So this will come out to be 60 degree. The reason being sum of the angles of a quadrilateral. Sum of angles of a quadrilateral. Sum of angles of a quadrilateral. Okay. Now what does he want to find out? He wants to find out angle OAB, and he wants to find CBA. Okay, for that I have to join B to A. I'll take another color. I'll join with the help of blue. I'll join A to B. What he wants you to calculate is, he wants you to calculate angle OAB. OAB. How will we calculate angle OBA? OAB? How will we calculate angle OAB? How will we calculate angle OAB? Please tell me that. Okay, it is very simple. Angle OAB will be equal to angle OBA will be 180 minus 140 upon 2, that will be 20 degree each. Why? 180 minus 140 is 40. 40 divided by 2 will give you 20. First of all, why did I subtract out of 180 degree? Because in the triangle OAB, sum of the angles of the triangle will be 180 degree. So one angle is given 140. So 180 minus 140. So sum of the remaining two angles should be 40, and both of them are equal. Why are they equal? As OA is equal to OB radii, as OA is equal to OB radii of the same circle. Now I have got this angle as both these angles we have got 20, and he wants to find CBA. Total angle CBO was how much? We have calculated just now. CBO as 60. 60 minus 20 will give you 40 degree. Because total angle CBO was how much? 60 degree. We have calculated here. CBO or OBC is 60 degree. And this portion here is coming out to be 20 degrees. So 60 minus 20, 40. We'll get the angle 40. So we have calculated this also. Now let us see in the third question. In the third question, AB is diameter. Will we use the value of, will we utilize the diameter? We'll see. Calculate PQB. Calculate PQB. PBA is 40 degree, 42 degree. Given below is the center. Calculate the value of PQBO is the center. Okay. We want to find the value of PQB. Okay. We'll use the property in triangle APB, angle APB will be 90 degree. Angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle. This is an angle in a semicircle. This is angle in a semicircle. So let me, okay, color is different. 90 degree. If it is 90 degree and this is 42, I can calculate this. So let us calculate angle BAP. Angle BAP will be 90 minus 42. Why I am subtracting only from 90? Because already one angle is 90. So 180 minus 90 is 90. So remaining sum of the remaining two angles should be 90. 90 minus 42. 90 minus 40 is 50. 48. This is comes out to be 48. So the third angle PQB will be angle BAP will be 48. Angles in the same segment. Angles in the same angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment of circle are equal. So we have got the angles. Now let us see the next question. In the next question, again AB is diameter. AB is diameter, but what are we going to use AB as diameter for? We'll see. We will see what is the use of the diameter. He says ECD and EDC both are 32 degree. This is 32 degree. This is 32 degree. So I have to calculate first of all FEC, CEF. I can calculate, there's no problem. Let me calculate. Angle CEF will be 32 degree plus 32 degree, that is 64 degree. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. Exterior angle E ECD ECD is equal to EDC. So it's okay. 32 plus 32, that is 64. This has come, and O is the center. So that will be also 64. Angle FOC, angle FOC will be double of angle FBC. FBC, that will be 2 into 32, that will be 64. Again, this is the property, double angle property. Angle subtended by an arc at the center. Which arc we are showing? The arc FC, name it, let me name it K here. Arc FKC makes an angle FOC at the center. This arc, let me hash it. This arc FKC is making an angle FOC at the center. This arc FKC is making an angle FOC at the center, and the same arc FC is making an angle FDC at the remaining part of the circumference. So this angle FOC will be double of 32, and that is 64. You can write double angle property. My writing pad is not that big, but you must write reasons on the right. Wherever you have, suppose you have calculated FOC as 64, then this double angle property should come onto the next line, in the same line on the right side. On the same line on the right side. Like I have written CEF is equal to 32 plus 32 is equal to 64. I should write exterior angle property, exterior angle. Even if I write exterior angle, it is alright, because in standard 10th you are supposed to know what is exterior angle property. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angle. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. So that is how we have got this. Is that clear? Okay, I'll stop because it's okay. This video is 4 questions are good enough. I'll do another video of 4 questions after this.